Are you seeing more and more vehicles come into your bays with the boosted turbo engines? EcoBoost has been out for a while, but now all of the other manufacturers are following in there, adding boosted turbo systems to the small gasoline engines. Don't you wish there was just one machine that would test both systems, both the emission systems and the boosted turbo systems? Well, howdy folks. I'm Jeff Buckley, owner and master technician at my father's shop certified auto repair, and I've teamed with Redline Detection to tell you about the new Speed Smoke. Now this is an amazing machine that's a portable unit. It's all self-contained. In other words, it has a built-in compressor, and you just simply hook it up to the battery of the vehicle that you're working on to power the unit. The compressor is built in, and then there's also just one hose on here that will one vapor hose that will work for both the boosted and the emission systems. So let me show you how it works and what we're talking about. So basically, when we have a turbo system come in, we need to have a way that we can safely test this with the engine not running. That's what the boosted turbo systems do, is they test under pressure. And the easiest way to do that is you just hooking this up to the battery, and then once you have the power to the unit, now you just decide if you're doing the emissions or you're doing the boosted, and in this particular case we'll be testing the boosted systems. So how do we hook all of this up? Well, because it's a boosted system and we're doing under pressure, then the easiest way is simply remove the air filter and to put this adapter into the air filter intake. And now with this you require an air chuck to inflate it. And once you have it secured, then you can also attach this cable if you're worried that it might come loose. Now from there we simply hook up the vapor hose. This is a pass-through system. In other words, the smoke's going to come out inside through this. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Now we have this unit on, and we go up here and we press vapor test, and now we have a flow control, which means we can open this up to control the flow that's coming out. And once we do, then you can see, oh my gosh, we start getting the smoke into the system. So it has an adjustment gauge here that you can start at 5 pounds of pressure, and you can go all the way up to 15 pounds. But most of the time you're going to be able to find the leaks with 5 pounds. The unit also comes with a rechargeable light that has a light down here on the end, and then it also has the natural light that really aids in looking for the smoke. Now what are we going to look for on the boosted systems? Well, let me turn this back off for just a second. Now, I've taken the turbo unit out, so it's a little bit easier for you to see on this. And so what all is involved in the turbo system? Well, basically you have the air that comes in, and then the turbo unit. Now this also goes down to the intercooler, which is the cooler out in front of your radiator, and then the air system will go back, and then you have your exhaust system. So with this one system we're able to pressurize, and we're able to check the connections coming in, and now it'll go through the intercooler on the front. We're able to make sure that there's no leaks there, and then as the air hose goes into the intake system, we can check that. Now also on the exhaust system, so when we're looking at all of this, the problems that you have on the turbos is sometimes they'll leak some oil, and then the air right here where they're bolted together. And in this particular unit, I've taken this apart so it's easier to see. There's a seal right here where the turbo system is, and so we want to see if there's leaks there. The issues that you'll run into on the turbos is you'll have a intake leak, you'll have lean codes, and then you'll also have some turbo codes, possibly under boost. And so by being able to pressurize this, we're being able to check it without the vehicle running. And of course, what do we tell on the underboost? Well, if we look at this exhaust part of the manifold, you can see right here that there's a little flapper valve, and this needs to be open or closed. And by pressurizing it, we're able to see if there's a leak in this part of the system, and then also if there's a leak in the seals in between the two, if there's a leak where the exhaust manifold goes out. So we're able to check the whole system with just one unit. Now, since we've tested the intake system and the turbo boosted with this unit, then there's not really a need to use the ISI intake to test the intake because we've already done that. But now we can still go in and test the emission systems under the low pressure, and this comes with the adapters to remove the emission valve and the adapter to hook on. And once you do that, then you simply install the emission line right here, and you're able to go into the emission systems and test that. So now we can test all the systems on the one vehicle with one machine. Well, that's the advantage of having the speed smoke from Redline Detection. Well, I'm Jeff, and as always, I appreciate you watching.